Excuse me.
More like the Battery and Bickerson's there for a while.
Oh. Oh, and I don't know if he mentioned anything last night, but now he's finally getting a proper gaming computer.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I posted it myself, dear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I even put it in my just general post and say, hey, I'm getting, folks, I'm getting a real computer. I can do some real computer stuff.
And another set, son.
Mm-hmm.
The earrings here.
What do we get?
See, look, I'm wearing one of them.
Ah, okay.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
This guy's
nice.
got some, there's nothing but junk. You haven't really watched one. You nearly don't watch it, eat on camera anyway. But how do you fucking know what she eats, asshole?
Because this is one of those types that thinks that metabolic conditions aren't real, and if you're overweight, it means you sit around and don't eat, or just eat. I mean,
yeah,
it's a certain personality where people literally are unwilling to admit there's medical conditions that go outside of their limited spectrum of thought.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I'm not even a fan of junk food at all. I get in arguments with guys because I keep telling them that fast food is trash.
It most certainly is.
Do you like that trash?
Some more than others. Yeah. If the option's there, I generally go for Burger King over McDonald's because broiled is better than fried. But, yeah.
It's just hilarious.
Yeah. But we got a McDonald's within Canada that's quick and it's cheap. So, yeah.
And unfortunately connected with the asshole that was always harassing us.
Well, that's why I generally go through the drive-thru. They don't go in.
Yeah.
Well, this is my booking.com. I don't even do anything booking.com.
Thing is, he's not there every day, thank God.
So speaking as some of the people who have seen me day in and day out and seen sometimes what I eat, what do I normally eat? Low-fat meat and salads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh. Dare the big dream, right?
Yeah, speaking of salads, honey.
Looks like someone tried. Looks like someone tried booking me on something.
Huh?
I got a verification from booking.com.
Okay. I would report that because that sounds like somebody's trying to get into your identity.
Could be. It expires in 10 minutes, and this was a couple hours ago. So.
Yeah, report it.
Well, it's already it's expired on its own, so I think just leave it alone. They're like, nope, it's not. It didn't verify it, so yeah.
Or it could also be one of those emails that they send out that it's like.
What, to suck you in?
Trying to get you to put your personal information in.
Yeah, bookings says I've never seen a bookings doing that.
No, that someone tried to, someone tried to set me up here.
Okay.
Just kind of recognize, yes, you've pissed off some true psychopaths this time, Dad. Yeah.
But you think it's
It could have been one thing, but it could be anybody. Someone trying to be a white knight by setting my ass up.
I'm just laughing at this idiot because I don't think he realizes how many psychos are going to go ballistic on him over the next few. I don't think he realizes who he's fucked with. And all I did is say that this comment reeks of fake alpha. He took it so fucking personal that I'm actually enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean, bouncing off Anna's comments. You sure you're not gay? Yep. Yeah, he's pinging the gaydar pretty hard there.
He's what?
Picture him in somewhere with the corona. Yeah, right.
I just love that you chose the wrong dude to fuck with. Dude, nobody would fuck with you. That's why you're such a bitter shrew. Nobody wants a shriveled up little inchworm with delusions of fucking grandeur.
That's why your dates were.
Sorry, not even that. Delusions of adequacy. Let's be fucking honest.
Okay.
That's why your dates have to come with a roll of duct tape nearby, so you don't.
Oh, I'm so fat. I'm so fat. That's why I'm so like this. Why my arms can fit at my sides and underneath the boobs like nothing. Because it's all just fat all the way down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's lots of fat right here. Guys, show of hands. What guys like that kind of fat?
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yes.
I like boobs.
Frankie hasn't even said anything in forever, and he unmutes to say that.
This is interesting.
No, we gotta acknowledge boobs. That's where I have to be active. I have to talk about boobs.
Yeah, maybe you should put up that one banner.
I gotta see this.
Big boob representation.
That's funny because the one I was thinking about was this one.
Yeah, but
And this, since he seems jealous of my sex life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put this up for now. Morning, Real.
Why we love you, Rosetta.
Hail, Queen Titties. Hail, Queen Titties. I mean, the bustiest chick. The bustiest chick.
And I used to think my double D's were huge.
Something from the BBC. A new cookie is taking the world by storm from Paris. It's a croissant wrapped around a chocolate chip cookie.
Ooh.
They're calling it the crookie. The crookie. Yeah.
They call it the artery clogger. I mean,
Pretty much. At first, it's the coloring on the croissant part looked like it was wrapped in like a chocolate chip cookie wrapped in bacon. It's like, okay, what the hell? No, it's a croissant.
Making jewelry and laughing at trolls.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good morning.
Such creation is basically irreverent, especially given French gastronomy's veneration of tradition. But given the complicated history of the country's most emblematic baked good, these Franken pastries are not as blasphemous as one might think.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
I still know people who would eat them, but they absolutely are. I don't get the whole thing with sweets anyways.
Yeah.
My only real weakness with sweets is chocolate, and I found plenty of non-sugared, healthy versions of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good. And another set done. I really do need to get the boxes and actually just start finishing them up completely, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
That way I can package all the little boxes up in something, go in the car when we go eat. That's okay. I'm actually in a relatively good mood with most things today. Also getting more views on this than I normally do. Apparently people like me mocking the troll.
I better bail out of this one.
Just remember, if you're enjoying laughing at dumb fucks and you support me doing all this for gifts for family, for memorials and sweet tributes, super chats are appreciated. This is costing me almost $400 to make all these necklace sets.
Yeah, actually, mine. Let me hold on. Let me take care of something here. Let me switch on the monitors because I'm going on mine.
What are you doing?
If I could just raise about 30 more in super chats, I can cash that out and have a little extra cash to pay my husband back for all the Pearl stuff, which would be very helpful.
And if you feel so inclined, super chats are now active on my end. So, double the pleasure, double the fun. Give. No.
Oh, boy.
We're doing this for our health, people, okay?
I did laugh really hard at his comments, but I just want to make sure she reaches 40. And I'm like,
already done, asshole. Try again.
I'm not sure if that's him saying I look younger than I am, or him being unable to count. Either way, it's flattering to me.
You do. You do not look 40.
He's one of these guys. I think it's like he doesn't got a shot with a regular woman who looks like a model. So he goes after the ones he thinks will look a little, a little frumpy, a little overweight there. But also, I think in order for that to work, you gotta have fucking manners. Comes out with the insult. Fuck you! I already got him blocked.
Dude, I wouldn't touch him with my ex's dead dick. I mean, that might have been a bit dark.
Yeah. The reason why you're being ratioed to hell and back, asshole, because you're an asshole.
You do know, honey, that's kind of insulting to assholes.
Now you're stealing my bit. You were calling him an asshole a little bit ago, and I corrected you on that. You don't get to do it to him now.
Yeah.
Love you, woman, but wow, my life.
I love you too.
Okay, Forbidden Planet's doing a George Perez tribute thing here.
Oh boy.
Those classic pictures on t-shirts and prints.
Anybody want to comment on where I'm fat?
What?
I decided today, since he kept commenting on the looking fat, that's because I was wearing frumpy shirts. The fat's here, buddies. It's right here.
In all the right places.
Neil Adams, Brian Boland, Alex Ross.
And
One of those things like, if you had $10,000, you had to spend it in one day, where would you go? Forbidden Planet.
Yeah.
It'd be done in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Whoever you
I
are,
had $10,000 and I had to spend it in one day. I would just go online and have a shopping spree of gamer stuff and art supplies.
Actually, that's the size of the loan I'm trying to get from the bank to get a car.
But being serious, I probably actually, if I just had somebody drop $10,000 to me, would actually hire somebody to remodel my bathroom and fix up some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a short list of cars I'm looking at. Though 10,000, yeah, they would take care of that. Take care of that and licensing there.
True. I probably will have to replace my car some point here. It was new when I got it, but to be fair, I got it at the end of 2016. Knowing the stuff I do, how much I travel, and how much I go to places to do photography hikes and stuff.
Yeah.
I am nearing 300,000 miles on this car.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a pretty hefty sum.
Ow.
The one I test drove actually sold, so well.
Ah, darn.
Well, you don't have to worry about doing that trip clear across town again.
So
They're starting to crop up more and closer to. So I'm not particularly worried.
I already know what I want for my next car. I like my little Hondas actually, but the fit's a little short for me and always has been. And as I'm getting more ticks as I get older, it's getting harder to try to hit my head getting in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably will just upgrade it up to the CRV.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I looking at? Oh, they're not in order. All right.
Granted, when my husband bought me my car,
God.
it was marked down because it was the new model from the year that was ending.
Uh-huh.
It was brand new. It had 11 miles from test drives on it, literally.
We got new models coming in. We got to get the old ones out. Come on. Yeah.
Because of his finances and because of his income, they gave him like 0.01 interest, literally.
Yow.
So we paid pretty much no interest on the car. And
I mean, they had to get that out of there.
well, that and they like selling to people from my husband's workplace because they know what their average income in that workplace is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Repeat.
By the way, my husband's income is about $120K a year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But there's also the thing is, if they don't get that out of there by a certain date, they pay taxes on all the inventory, so they got to get this shit out of there.
So it was, someone from that workplace wants to buy this car that we need to sell. Okay, let's do it, right? Because we know they're gonna fucking pay for it. So yeah, I got my car. I got it brand new, bells and whistles, limited edition. Got the sports car engine put in it. All this stuff. When I bought my car, even with the markdown, even with the no interest and all that, it was almost $25,000.
Wow.
There's one. In a 9-0 decision, SCOTUS rules that the Eagles could not have carried the fellowship to Mount Doom.
Bob.
Yeah.
You're a dweeb.
And proud of it.
Yeah, it's fun when they... The Babylon Bee, those guys do like Lord of the Rings, and they like showing that reference here. Bullies at work mercilessly mock man who hasn't seen Dune Part 2 yet.
You do know I hate you reading those, though, because half of the ones you start reading are political.
Yeah, I'm avoiding those. Yeah.
Okay, just warning you.
All right. A really good one.
I am grateful for what I saw on Throne. It almost makes up for the dumb shit you said on my stream when I was gone the other day. Almost. You need to send a couple more yet.
How many more microphones do you need?
I didn't say the same thing. A couple more gifts.
Oh, Lord.
I do have to have a couple extra microphones, though, because I'm setting up different art stations for streaming over the next few months.
Okay.
I plan to eventually have the easel cam and beating station separate. Means I need some extra mics. But that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking, go through there and send me something else. You owe me big for slipping up and talking about that shit while I wasn't there. See, I'm not, I torture my friends. Am I actually that sweet and delicate to anybody? The first time that you invited me on a stream was when I got into a fight with somebody who was always talking about what was it, Prometheus or something he was trying to build?
I don't know.
That fight with him was the first time you invited me on your stream. So I guess his fat mouth is we can blame for this, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who was it you were fighting with? Because I'm not remembering the thing. It was maybe just thinking, I need somebody on here. Come on. Tired of talking to myself in there. Come on.
They were having a birthday stream for somebody, and he wouldn't stop making rude and nasty comments to me. And finally, I told them all, I'm sorry. With all love, you can all fuck off with this bullshit. I went over, said hi in your chat, and I was very much showing how pissed off I was.
Mm-hmm.
And you commented, well, if you want to come cheer up, you can come up here and hang out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And like, okay.
Yeah, come on, I'll start a streamable event for a while. How about that? Okay, let's see what this is all about. The confusing timeline that Star Trek Discovery caused. Oh, really?
Tell you what, honey. Babe,
What?
why don't you send her one of those chi books?
I don't know which one she's already gotten.
I've already removed auto removes the stuff that she sends me from the list.
Oh, okay.
When somebody sends you something, it takes it out of your list.
Okay, then.
So anything that's still on there is fair game.
Fair game. It's a very handy little website, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a bunch more shit on my throne.
I know other people will go, well, I talk about my husband's income, and then I talk about being broken. They're like, well, how does that work? It's like, it's called having an expensive life, an expensive dietary system. Photography and art are expensive. There's the constant travel I have to do both for my work and for family. There's how much time I have to spend rescuing people and family. There's how much work I do in the inner city for charity. And the large reason why I'm often broke is because I take care of everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of not sorry I do. But no, because of my dietary restrictions, the kinds of foods I can safely eat are not cheap. Because I can't eat low-grade crap. I do need to eat some liver. And I like liver.
Yeah, liver's okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's an article on red shirts always die. It's like
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 so far. I started at 4. Anybody gonna want pearls? I have to find a way to pay for this. I know what they cost in the store. I know about what they're costing me each, even with buying this stuff in bulk markdown. Even with everything I did, this is costing me a pretty little chunk per necklace and earring set. And by the way, I got these professional grade pearls at almost 90% off from a bead warehouse. And they were still expensive per strand. These are actual professional grade. Steph, can I tempt you?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's less than the paddle, and your husband will be less annoyed.
So, how much?
Let me hold on. I got the shit going off here.
Let me see.
Come on, let me change tabs, you creep. This is why I'm getting a new computer.
I won't say out loud because I'm not offering anybody else anywhere near this price.
DMs.
Private chat works for now because I can't read the DMs well.
Yeah.
It's in private stuff.
Okay, honey.
Welcome,
Okay.
Aki.
Okay.
Now, is that a temptation level?
Definitely. Honey.
His system crashed.
Yeah, I know.
And the only reason I said a set instead of just saying for your set, because I'm sure you would want one, is because I technically have two completely different types of sets here, the white and the blue.
Okay.
So obviously, if you want to be able to wear them with almost anything, having both would be good, right?
Yep.
Might go with the ring as well.
Mm. Oy.
And there would be two benefits of this. You'd get pretty stuff, which would piss off your haters. You'd help contribute to me paying for this stuff for my family, which would help piss off my haters.
Ooh. Give him a minute. I think he's going to try and get back on.
And 14 sets, which means I have finished 10 since the stream started. I have a few more to finish yet.
Mm.
So if I'm at 14 now or 10, that means by the time I finish the ones I have prepped and almost done, I will have made 15 of them on this stream.
Wow.
Hard work.
Very.
Of course, there's the phrase hard work pays off later. Laziness pays off now. Robert.
And we're back. All right.
Honey.
Well, hold on.
I apparently gave her a number low enough it's tempting her.
Okay. Well, it's not showing up in private chat for me because it apparently cleared out when I got booted. So.
Okay.
One sec.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest, laziest way to do that is just to copy it or repaste it.
Yes, that would do it.
I don't even need the keyboard to do that.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah.
I love you, honey.
Yeah. Mark me down. Okay.
She's like, I want them. Let's just put it this way. The price I'm offering her for the set I've had lower grade pearl earrings sell for
Mm-hmm.
without the necklace and all the sterling.
I appreciate the mates, discount there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's you're my friends, and you've given me gifts, so I'll give you a massive discount price.
Yes. Okay.
Unfortunately, can't go much lower than that with how expensive it is to make.
Yeah. So that's what it would
Yeah, I
cost.
get it.
But no, I'd be perfectly willing to do that. And if she wants to get one or two, then I'm not worried about shipping. I can send them in a flat rate for a few bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And even with adding extra insurance because of what's in it, that's the shipping's worth it to get that kind of a sale, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I just created a monster because Steph keeps looking at that number.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the giggle?
Yeah.
I love you, honey.
Yeah, you already said mark it down. Yeah.
See, there's the blue sets are completely different than the ones I'm currently wearing. Look at.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's just a little bit wild. And I've been very honest. I've told people exactly which parts are sterling, which parts are silver plated, and which parts are just higher end metal alloys. I'm very open with that. I've had people who will just mark it as a sterling on the metal. If part of the metal is sterling, it's like, that's kind of deceptive.
Yeah.
If all the metal is sterling, that's not deceptive. If you have some sterling and some metal and some, that kind of is. But
I think we'll go with those decals.
What?
Dealing with my email stuff here. Let's do it.
I think he said decals. It almost sounded like he said decups.
I did no decals. Yeah.
No, like I said, I thought that's what you said, but it did almost sound like the way you enunciated.
Well, yeah, it's stickers for the model.
Okay. I think that's why your wife went the what, because it came out almost a little weird.
Yeah. Okay, let's go through this here. It is today is the 6th. And things are running late on a few cases.
See, I try with the jewelry I make, anything that has any real stones, real metal alloys that aren't just cheap or stuff like that. Anything like that stuff on the jewelry, I try to put on the sterling ear hooks.
Wow.
Because I don't want to use cheap ear hooks that more people are sensitive to on stuff that has real stuff on it. Make sense?
Okay, tricorder should have been here yesterday. Both should have been here Monday.
I am getting close to finishing 15 lovely sets on this stream while bitching at the idiot.
Oh.
Stuff for the Migo stuff should be here Friday or tomorrow.
You mean Mr. Micro Schlong?
That Story Film series should be here on Friday.
Mr. Reeks of Fake Alpha and Fabulous Relationships.
What, you think he's a little light in his loafers?
Have air pump will travel. Okay. Yeah.
God, I love my friends. I mean,
let's see. Migo playset should be here Saturday, between Saturday or next Thursday. I also decided to pull the trigger on a proper command chair for Kirk here. Instead of that slightly off one that they came with the thing.
Yeah, speaking of command chairs, honey.
Friday's going to be a big day delivery-wise, I think. We got the baseball series from Ken Burns showing up on Friday, hopefully. Then an old fanzine from '68 coming in next Monday.
And then the nice and white set with little accents of yellow and stuff on it.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
And bag it up, bag it up, bag it up. No.
Where was I? There we go.
Yes, if you buy pearl jewelry from jewelry stores, they will tell you if you talk to them the as they call it mosh hardness or the rating on the pearls in those stores is pretty consistently at B to A. If you try to get the A plus rating, you will literally be paying approximately $2,000 for a set like this for A plus rating.
Wow.
Yeah. But for the rating that I'm working with, the sell value is between $500 to $1,000 for most sets.
One of the
Whoops.
Be right back. Just going to make a cup of tea.
Okay.
All right.
Oh gosh. I still can't believe how much Panther was trying to cling on to you last night. And he didn't want to let go.
Yeah. He's a loved kitty.
Yeah. You think he was feral at some point?
I have no idea.
Because I don't know whether it was the angle of the camera or what, but looked like one of his ears was notched. That's usually something they only do with feral kitties.
His ear was notched in the shelter because of damage.
Oh, okay.
That I actually do know. There was damage to the ear they had to remove.
Ah.
Because that was not on his ear when they took the first pictures of him when they rescued him.
Ah.
And they don't notch their cats. Because I got baby girl there too. And she'd been there even longer.
Mm.
So,
Boy.
but it is something that some people will comment to.
He's still a handsome little bastard.
See, this is to tempt you. Two completely different color styles and beautiful.
Neat.
Yeah.
I can let you have those. See, at that point, it's worth the 2 sets because they're completely different. Yes, I'm shamelessly trying to sell to the people on my panel. I don't care. 0 fucks given. In fact, everybody in the chat, everybody watching, everybody interacting, make me offers. Just bear in mind what I've told you about how much these things freaking cost most places. Make me offers. I'll give you some discount. I'll sell you a few extras. If I can do enough of that, I can pay off the cost of this and still make enough for mom.
Not sure what he's doing right now. But I do have the price in mind, so.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to get some shit done and accomplished, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Me trying to do that stuff, I would probably have cramps in my fingers.
I do need to set up a nice little fabric piece and actually take a few pictures of some of them, though.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
It needs to be dark fabric, though, because for at least the pale ones, because silver's not going to show well on a pale fabric. And when you're taking pictures like this, you want to accent what you're showing off so people really notice it. You know, like I am with my boobs. You see the cleavage.
Boobs.
You admire the cleavage. You buy things from the cleavage. These are the boobs you're looking for. One sec. One sec. I got so much more work to do on the dream catchers too, but
relatively, maybe not. Ah, and then I think I'm also bloating out again. Hold on, god damn it. There we go.
What?
Okay. Thought I was about to fretz out again.
Oh boy.
I'll finish this video later.
I might even make some sets with the smaller pearls and the really tiny wings I get, and just offer those for like half price because they're not as big of pearls, you know? What do you think? Would that be?
Oh,
It's my fault. I totally created a monster. She wants to
yeah.
with sense now.
Yeah. Don't be good and so cavalier with my money, okay? Yeah.
What? I just want jewelry.
Yeah, and the last check, I don't make 120,000 a year. Okay, so lighten up.
Yeah.
Just remember, you can always make her save up and get it for herself out of her money.
Mm-hmm.
True, Steph?
Yeah, but it might be a while.
Yeah, it's like, this is a once a year thing when they have their because we got hold on, damn it.
Last thing I got myself on this was a thing of CBD sleep gummies.
No, we got this little something down here in Colorado, the Taxpayer Bill of Rights, and the big thing is that the guy who wrote it's an asshole, but it's the one good thing he produced. Basically mandates that the state constitution that if the state has surplus money left over, they have to pay it back to the people. They don't get to keep it for any day. They're not going to spend more on other shit. No, they got to send it back. So, my state tax return is like $2,000. Where normally would have been like 500. So that's why we're getting a little fun on eBay and other things.
Yeah.
And I also got a signed picture of Kevin Sorbo coming.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy who played Captain Dylan Hunt in Andromeda?
Yeah,
yes.
and Hercules.
Yeah, but that Hercules show was shit.
It was fun.
No, it was rotting shit. The fuck history to hell.
Yeah.
It was made for the lowest common denominator.
I really
dislike when people fuck with mythology, by the way.
Yeah.
And Hercules and Xena fucking pissed me off even then.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I wasn't sure I was going to fucking like him in Andromeda or not at that point because the only things I'd seen him do was Hercules and movies with similar kind of action.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think he had the acting chops at that point because his acting in those was kind of bland. But he was actually really good as Dylan. And a lot of stuff he's done after has been really good. And he convinced me. It was his roles, not him,
Yeah. Well, Call of the Conqueror wasn't, well, it
dumb.
Was it was proto Conan.
Yes, and it was dumb. And the thing is, I don't think it necessarily was intentional with him, but he did not give it his all in his acting chops when he was doing those kinds of roles.
They knew he didn't have
to. No, I mean, he didn't even emote the characters and personality.
You're not going to get an Oscar nod out, to Call of the Conqueror, okay?
Well, there was a little bit more to, what happened with him during.
I know about his medical issues and all that, but that has nothing to do with the acting that started before those there. And like I said, it wasn't ever a thing where I had a hatred towards him or anything. I just didn't like him as an actor at that point. But he played Dylan.
I just thought the Andromeda looked awesome.
I have the entire collection box set of Andromeda.
I haven't seen them all. I've seen like a few of them, but I just thought it was really cool the way the armor retracted and came out with that. Very different from Star Trek.
Andromeda is where Lexa Doig met Michael Shanks, who then became one of the most attractive nerd couples in history. God, they're hot. I mean, no shame.
I used to like the purple thing with the tail. Thought it was a hilarious character.
Gemini.
Yeah, just such a funny character.
There's a lot you find out about her in the later seasons. She was a lot more of a serious character than they made her out to be.
Mm.
You got to realize there was so much in Andromeda that was based on showing the good and bad in different religions and cultures historically, which is why it was so telling, the at least respect for, even if not agreement with, that the people writing it and Roddenberry even had with what is Christian, if people actually live by it. Because we did not dub the term Christian. The Romans did as a slur. The original term for it was Wayist, which is the term he had for Rev Benz. And he did portray him as a true believer monk, somebody who lives what he preaches, and showed him as very much the early Christian ideals, you know?
So basically, what I'm getting from what you said about the term Christian is it's kind of like our version of what certain people of color call each other, and they actually get away.
It was
with
a term for those filthy Christ followers by Romans. That's how it started. Yes. And it was a word that was usually used in things saying to hunt, eradicate, or arrest them. Yeah. It's a dark term, actually, if you research the history of it. And it was not a positive to people of that faith.
I'm thinking my favorite moments in Andromeda is Becca's on the Maru. And she's doing something dangerous. The Maru is complaining. It then gets something exceeding to please give access code. Yeah, access code. Shut up and do what I tell you. Access code accepted.
I always loved Becca.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
I was shocked when Q come in as her uncle. That shocked me.
That was kind of like Harper. Trust the Harper. The Harper is good.
No, Delancey's episode was creepy as hell. You do, if you pay attention to that episode, you do hear he's not actually related to her. He was adopted in as an uncle. And he embodies the creepy uncle you don't want near you.
Oh, yeah.
At one point in the episode, he's trying to manipulate her to help his whole drug lord job. So he's actually got his guys holding her down, drugging her. That's in the episode.
Okay. All right. This should be useful in the next anime. Now, Rooster Teeth been shut down by Warner Brothers Discovery.
As in one of the outfits that canceled Vic Mignogna.
This is what they get, yeah. I don't know if it was Rooster Teeth or show, but
Yeah, Rooster Teeth was among them.
But it's not doing that. More like just the fact they're consolidated that into Crunchyroll.
I have now finished 15 jewelry sets on this stream. 15.
Wow.
Gee, pretty good. We're just sitting there eating nothing but junk food.
Nice.
So, whoever the hell you are, suck it, asshole.
Yeah, you're an industrious little chubby there, aren't you? You just cranking that shit up while choking on bonbons and not doing a goddamn thing, right? Dumbass. All right.
Don't cough.
Coughless wonder. I mean,
I don't know. Is he pinging the gaydar a bit too heavy there?
well, he does seem to be afraid of women.
Overcompensated a bit with him standing there with that Corona.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that bottle after you finish the beer, dickhead? Huh? Yeah.
when you were talking about John Delancey and being creepy and all that,
Get your own version of recycling. All right.
yeah, just brought something to mind here.
Oh
Movie
God, her
I-
mind is trying to work.
Yeah.
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
You
Oh,
can smell the
shut
smoke
up.
from here. All right.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Get to it. Enough preamble.
there's this movie I've watched several times. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Several
Oh
times.
no, not that one.
He
Oh, he plays the doctor.
was in that.
Okay,
There
wait.
was a line in one of the shows I watched as a kid where the woman that plays the mom and it gets hired to work in this guy's house as a nanny. And at one point in it, he's on her case constantly because he's sick and he's whining at her for all these things and demanding stuff. And all of a sudden she turns around and goes, reaches over, grabs a knife out of the knife box, starts going like this and goes, "Did you ever see The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?" No, what? Good movie. Or in other words, shut the fuck up or I'll stab you. Right?
Okay. Might get Yeah, I found out what happened with those tuners for that guitar. Something fucked up on the order thing through eBay Philippines, and it just cancel everything and start. So I got a refund on that. But now I got to line out another set of tuners from the same guys for a decent little bid. And then also a stack of fanzines that should build things a bit here. That's also.
I should make more stuff.
Yes, you
I
should.
am starting to get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
A genuine MAGA head, so this knockoff one I got.
Don't say that on air.
Just hat. Yeah.
I don't care. Don't name that political movement.
No, one
Don't
thing I
make
came
me
across. One thing I came across, just relax. It's just a red hat.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't mention political
Let's
shit on my
see,
air. You know better.
I got another
Don't make me start making Steph Nagy for jewelry.
Got another phaser, for Migo coming up. That's
Honey.
okay. The
I love you.
next gen tricorder, shut up. It'll check then tricorder going. And
I love you, honey.
Steph, already got you signed up for that earrings and necklace thing. Knock it off. Okay, come on. All right, and another model.
This is your fault for saying that on air.
Look at this one closer here. Make sure which one I got in here.
I'm terrible, aren't I?
I've got too many windows open right now.
Okay,
But in a
honey,
really good way, though.
one other thing you could do today if you
Oh, sweet
decide
Jesus.
to go out.
Doubtful at this point.
Nothing huge.
Uh-huh. Famous last words.
Quick run by the battery store and get some batteries for Bert.
This is a farting hippo.
Yeah.
My mind goes to the dirtiest of places at times. I swear I'm scary.
Okay.
No,
Yes, Bert needs
NC,
battery.
yes, they actually marketed Bert the farting hippo through NCIS.
Who? Sorry?
Hey, Eagle, I've got to go. I've got to go and do something. I'll see you later, okay?
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Lie me wankers. I mean.
Yeah, it's our phone, which I will promptly ignore. No. Nobody recalls on that phone. They don't want to.
Or
Yeah, Bert the farting hippo was one of Abby's toys on NCIS.
That's how many necklaces I have left to make out of the supplies I currently have. That's it.
Okay.
But I think I need a break from that, so maybe I'll weave some Dreamcatcher stuff.
Joe Straczynski doesn't need Bad Robot, and they've already got Babylon 5 coming back. They did an animated thing, and there's other stuff in the pipeline. He doesn't need JJ. I think he also probably recognizes JJ's the hack that he is. It's like, you're not getting within 10 parsecs of my project. Fuck you.
Ugh.
Yeah. JJ is literally a flaming douchewad.
Wouldn't that be an insult to flaming douchewads?
That's pushing it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, a little farther.
Yeah, staff that forget that. All right.
Anyway,
Alright,
I want a
so-
salad, honey.
Well, now that you
You're not been friends with salad.
Mhm.
You're not been friends with salad. Why do I have Simpsons in my head?
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
You may not know, but I'm going to blame you anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was going to blame you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides,
Well,
you love me, bitch.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
when that
of course.
It's annoying when you get a song stuck in your head, isn't it?
when that one old model shows up at the Enterprise, there'll be a little history lesson there. Okay, here we have a genuine 1966 Enterprise model. Here's the battery tray. Here's how the lights work. I think it's only missing the actual hardware, the lights and the contacts, but that's a big whoop.
All right,
That's not a lighting job I was looking forward to anyway.
Mm. Anyways, what I was going to ask you
Texas
for,
card
honey,
shop.
is
Mm-hmm.
a spinach salad.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Let's just say whenever I need to lower my INR levels, I go for the spinach salads.
You think that's who's calling?
Could be.
Because that they generally do that. Your INR reading, they're the robocall thing, but I didn't hear any talking out there, though, so it's probably another bill collector won't do.
Maybe.
There's a shitload of Magic the Gathering cards.
Give a fuck about you, losers. I don't really give a fuck.
A friend tried to teach me how to play Magic the Gathering. I was in the hospital recovering from my
don't really
appendicitis.
give a fuck about you, losers. I don't know why that's in my head now.
Mm-hmm.
I swear it's nothing passive aggressive or anything like that.
No, the card. I don't get these card games at all.
I used to play Magic.
I get the general idea, but actually executing it, no, forget it. You just surrender now.
Yeah.
I collected some of the cards because they're pretty to look at, but then after it's like, well, I can find these pictures online. I don't need this shit.
I always wanted to play proper Dungeons and Dragons, proper board games, but never knew anyone that didn't see me cycling. So
I used to play that a lot too.
Oh, proper D&D, yeah, because you gotta. That's the thing. You gotta.
always wanted to have a go. So
Yeah.
My brother and I used to play, and this goes back into the 90s here, because they completely revamped those as something different in the modern era. The original DC Heroes and Universe were actually book-based RPGs similar to D&D, where you created your own superheroes.
I think I have that game. I might still have the game.
If you can find those, because those were among the things that were stolen from me and my brother that we haven't been able to find again.
Yeah.
We used to play that stuff all the time.
No, I think I recall the DC is Marvel was fun. That was a pretty good simple system there. But what we really had fun was the game Champions. It was based on the hero system, and they had a Western game, the spy game, kind of Indiana Jones adventure, and a superhero thing. All the same system. It's just a matter of what power scale, which one you go for. Now, of course, we're doing superheroes. And the thing is, they also had a little magazine they put out, Adventurers Club, and they had a conversion chart of how to take these Marvel RPG characters and convert them into champion stats. So I went nuts on that one. I got a whole stack of,
Okay, this cording, by the way, the reason why it looks rougher than the others, this is a wool.
Uh-huh.
More importantly, it's a wool made out of bison fur.
Ah.
Mm.
And I have a few colors of this. I'm going to use it on some of the bigger, higher end ones. It's a little harder to do this if you don't have the wax to help grip it and keep the shape.
Mm-hmm.
But it's totally worth it.
I should get back up to Buffalo Bill's grave and get some pictures of that stuffed buffalo in the gift shop.
Bison. Bunch of fucking Europeaners. So I think it's a buffalo. Dumbasses.
American buffalo.
No, it's not. It's a bison. It's not. It's closer related to a fucking cow than an actual buffalo.
Right.
Bunch of fucking idiots who called pronghorn antelope, even though they're not related. Called bison fucking buffalo. Bunch of dumbasses.
Just go ahead and nuke that.
In other news, I'm a little bit snarky.
Mm-hmm.
You call that news? We've always known that about you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's know this thing about this.
Buy shit from me, bitch. I mean.
Yes, honey.
I like the gifts, but I want support for my artwork.
Mm-hmm. Like that's what this guy's complaining about the timeline being confusing. It's like it doesn't even match what it's supposed to. The timeline's the least offensive thing about Discovery.
Oh, you can still mock it. You can mock everything about that damn show.
Oh God,
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like herpes.
I wouldn't know, but are you admitting something about your past?
I hope to hell
No,
not.
I just know things about it. Like cold sores being one version of it.
Yes. That would be simplex 1. Simplex 2 is usually down below, but otherwise they're virtually identical. Yeah.
And yes, I've gotten plenty of cold sores before. They suck.
That's nice.
I haven't.
Well, you need to get those from drinking fountains. Oh, Ryan Johnson has moved on to other things. That Knives Out movie did pretty well. So,
Don't you mean Ruin Johnson?
If he's doing his own stuff, he's fine because he can do what the hell he wants in that one. But it's like he gets a little Arthur thing. I'm gonna deconstruct the. Never mind the fact it's supposed to be a trilogy, asshole, and you're the middle one. You just totally destroyed any plans for a third movie.
Oh,
and we wound up with basically the third one in the sequel trilogy being the most expensive Twitter fight in history.
I still maintain that the only thing they should have done with that third movie, after all the shit that Ryan and JJ had done to it, is just have a rip in time and space open up over fucking Krylo's head. Jason Solo falls out of it, shanks him through the skull for fucking stealing his story, and then kills everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The end. Not that I'm a nerd, though, right?
No.
Speaking of nerds.
No, even when they had something going good with Mandalorian, they're just stepping and fuck that up. So.
You want to talk about nerdy shit?
Although I will. One sec.
In a heartbeat.
Let me respond real quick to his comment about Mandalorian. I will say, one place where some of the haters of the community actually had a point was I watched people bash on having Gina's character and then start defending it as soon as they say they liked her. I watched that happen, and then they denied it happened. It's like, I watched fucking both videos. Yes, you fucking did do that.
I never heard of him from character.
They bitched about it being, oh, look, another strong woman, until they decided they liked her, and then they flipped. It's like,
no, this is legitimately okay. Not just
yeah, but I'm saying I've watched several channels
Yeah.
do this. It's like, okay, now
Yeah.
you're just being hypocritical dumbasses and actually are just hating on women for being strong.
Yeah.
And then, oh, wait, we like her, so now we're not going to say that anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it shouldn't matter if you like
Yeah.
somebody or not. If you think a certain way, it should maintain that thought process. I mean, am I the only one here who thinks that consistency is key?
Yeah.
Now, do I think Gina's actually comes off as a very sweet person? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think they fucked her over illegitimately? Yeah.
That's why that lawsuit she's filed has got a very good chance under Actors Guild rules.
Do I think that a lot of these people trying to kiss up to her and simp for her are losers who just want attention because they think she's hot?
She's still a girl, so she loves the attention, so yeah, she'll eat it up.
Yeah. She's a hot woman
She
that
shouldn't
could
show
rip your
bitch.
dick off if she wanted to.
Now, most of the actions I saw, though, was like, well, what do you know? A legitimately strong woman. Congratulations. You stumbled into it, assholes.
It flipped on several channels, and I won't name them, but I did watch it because I watched the criticism of, oh, another strong woman, and it absolutely changed as soon as they decided they liked her.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, look, you could say I thought this was going to be just another Mary Sue type, and no, it was okay and stuff like that. Would have had more of an argument than, it's just another strong woman show. Oh, wait, we like this strong woman. Hey, yay, why isn't she on it anymore? Yeah. It's like, come on, guys. Let's not be the hypocrites people try to say we are. Because the other side does that enough without us.
Oh, God, the vengeance. Jesus Christ. The one good thing about that ship, at least, was properly proportioned, but they were just stupid big. It's bad enough that JJ Prize is the size of a Galaxy-class ship. That thing was the size of a fucking Battlestar, okay?
That thing reminded me of the ship in the fucking opening of Spaceballs. Where they were
never seen that.
Oh, God. We need to corrupt Steamy more.
This thing from the big, bad, ugly villain ship from Into Darkness. It's like, oh, God. And another case of Eve's liking those big cutouts in the house. What possible sense does, like, I don't know, maybe you can argue, well, because they shoot at the hull and the shoots go right on through. It's like, you're assuming the shields are down? Okay. He just likes little empty spaces in the thing, like, these. Let's see. Like, eating, the discovery wasn't his. He might have had a hand, but like these little cutouts in the struts. It's like, what possible reason did this have? Okay, maybe weight savings? I don't know. It's one of the cases where he's guilty of, because it looks cool.
I love that, 2-3 minute segment it feels like, of just that long ship slowly moving more and more and more and more of the ship, followed by a fucking bumper sticker that says we break for nobody.
Well, so the music has to restart 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment from that movie is with Simon Helberg's father.
Yeah, as the plastic surgeon they bring in to, put Princess Vespa's nose back to it before the thing. It's like, no! I still say it would have been great, because the big thing about where's Howard's father on Big Bang Theory, should have had him have Sandy Helberg show up as.
That would have been fun.
Howard's long lost father, and I would explain why he ran off. It's like, you have met your mother, right?
Can we not talk about a show that makes me want to fucking off myself to hear about?
Yeah. That would have been a good moment, though.
It would have been very rare for that shithole. I mean,
yeah.
I'm in a bit of a saucy mood today.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Dreamcatcher, Dreamweaver.
Oh, Dreamweaver.
Don't strangle cats on my air.
No, no, that
Yes.
was worse. That was worse than I was planning. I wasn't exactly planning a good one.
Literally strangling the fucking cat. I mean, that's probably why this stuff will look rough. It will look itchy. It will look more traditional cording in the old days. Let's be honest. Because threads and yarns and cords in the old days when they were making these did not look slick and perfect like the wax cords today. You know that. They were hand woven. They had bits of fur sticking in different directions. They, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they are also usually made out of arched wood being stuck together with each other and shit like that.
Oh.
Well, now that I heard what it's like for a cat to be choking to death.
Oh man. I remember when kid sis was still moving into her apartment. She left her cat with us for a few days, and like almost like clockwork every night. Harlow would start up singing the song of her people.
Fucking lady! I mean.
And next thing you know, she'd march into the bathroom where I was reading a book. And she'd actually let me cuddle her for a little bit. This is a cat that hates being cuddled.
Well, truth be told, no cat completely hates it. They're just very selective of when and who on some of them.
I think just about the time that Harlow started getting used to being around us, that's when okay, time to go. Okay.
Ow. Oh, well.
The horrible thing about thin yarns is they love to knot easy. And I mean fucking easy.
Well, Armani's striking a blow for sensibility and sanity. They're a little fashion show. Everyone's in proper suits.
Well, it's Armani. If they weren't doing that, everybody would fucking question them.
Yeah. Not skirts, not platforms and everything. God, I hope that Sam Smith went. No, suits. Even Tammy Bruce, out lesbian for years. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Armani.
I'm sorry, one of the hottest things in the world is a man in a well-fashioned suit. Just ask fucking Steve Harvey and his suit collection he sells. He's always telling guys, and he's even told guys, I don't care if you're gay, straight, if you're trying to win a woman or a guy, dress for success. Look like a winner. Wear a suit. Make them love you. He's also said before, I don't care if a woman's big, little, anything. As long as she's treating herself well, done up right, and acts like she's well presented. You know?
Yeah. Oh, the Carol Leifer joke. A man's idea of sexy is a naked woman sprawled across the hood of a Porsche. Woman's idea of sexy is a fully dressed man driving a Porsche.
I'm gonna be honest, men, you're sexier dressed.
Mm.
I'm sorry, guys. You don't usually look great naked.
Yeah, the male body is not the same sort of thing because it's just you got hairy and things dangling off the thing, you know.
I like your hairy body, honey.
Yeah, well, that's you. You're biased, okay?
That's an overshare, honey.
I'm not too fond of it, frankly. Okay, like yeah, you know.
It's like if you ever watched the show Reba did, there was a whole argument on it where Van was upset that Cheyenne was mooning people.
Mm-hmm.
And she's complaining about how that's a bit sexist. I mean, you guys moon people all the time. And he goes, yeah, but it's different when men do it. When we do it, we're punishing people.
Mm-hmm.
When women do it, it's like they want to see that. Right?
Yep, I agree with that.
You're just agreeing you want to look at a woman's ass.
Yeah, definitely.
See? Of course, there's one part in the show where she's admitting that when he was talking about, I used to teach you how to play football. She's like, yeah, but I didn't even like football then. I was only doing it so I could touch your butt. And he goes, Cheyenne, I'm a guy. All you have to do is ask. In fact, you don't even have to ask. Here's the free one right now. So bending over. Like, I'm a guy. Why'd you make it so complicated? Just grab my butt. What do you guys think?
Very nice.
See, I prefer being shaved, but I don't like being hairy. And I know that's a contention for guys that they argue about. Some guys love the girl shaved. Some guys like it hairy and still natural. And I just figure whatever's comfortable.
I just appreciate if I'm in the presence of it. Okay.
Bob going, I don't need to be picky. As long as I'm getting it, I don't care what it looks like, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Although thanks to a 90s upbringing, every time people start discussing shaved versus hairy, I always fucking see the scene of the guys talking in fucking Enemy of the State. Oh,
Anyway.
please, let me follow the nanny. She doesn't shave her legs. Women like that are so hot. And it's like, sitting there going, ew. He's like fetishizing the woman right there. It's like, that was gross.
Okay.
Of course, the point was these guys were creepers from the government who were overstepping.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to be creepy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see if our wonderful Secretary of State here in Colorado blocks me soon.
Making my dream catchers. Making my dream. Morning, Gnome! Hope you're having a good day.
What do we got here? Okay, get out of that rabbit hole. On to the next one.
Reading my dream catchers. I can kind of understand what you're getting at, though. Gnome, 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 gnome. We've got the gnome in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound interesting, Dustin. I need to get more into painting. I got all my paints sorted behind me, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Robert's face has been frozen a while. I hear him saying stuff, but the camera's not moving.
One of those days.
You totally need to do the voice for Kermit, because you said that without moving your lips.
It's not that easy being green. Having a Spanish day, the color of the tree.
Speaking of green, did Mr. Jizwad stop obsessing over me yet?
Of course not.
Because I gotta admit, I've been laughing my ass off this morning.
Mm-hmm.
She called me a fake alpha, and I'm gonna prove her wrong by harassing everybody and screaming and crying like a little bitch for an entire day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Somebody need his binky. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he said hello, but he's not speaking now. Gnome, are you having trouble reaching the keys? I can get you a booster chair. Poke, poke, poke. Pokety, poke, poke, poke.
Ooh, antagonize. It's a big word for a little man.
No, I'm trying to get you to talk or come up here. I can get much worse than this, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday I'll send him some Rogue and see if it helps with the spots he lost. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out that comment, Dustin. And I would tread gently on that comment.
As opposed to tread lightly on Lydian.
All right, the next one here.
Behave, Steamy.
I'm always behaving.
No, you're not, you lying bastard.
And Robinette's railing events, the home video department at Warner Brothers, not doing shit with their back catalog with their 100th anniversary. It's like, what the fuck?
Ah. Oh, remember the night you come over flat and knocked you down and shit in your hat? That's Irish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, director's got a birthday coming up here. I think. No, never mind. Something else. One list too close to another. Okay. Oh my God.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
Hi.
I want attention,
It
no.
takes him a while, He has to jump on the keyboard from key to key.
Fucking hell.
God, this is hilarious. This thing, 9-0 decisions go to rule. The Eagles cannot take the fellowship to Mount Doom.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come, little gnome. Come play.
Yeah, I don't think the Sundari thing's going to work. Okay.
He used to.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten so used to it, it doesn't really faze me anymore.
Yeah, overused. It's an historic unanimous decision. The United States Supreme Court ruled once and for all that the Eagles could not have carried the fellowship to Mount Doom, thereby
You've read that like 4 times today.
I'm trying to get the mouth working right.
Bob is trying to show how elderly he is by repeating the same thing over and over.
This is getting into the article itself, though. Highest court in the land overturned an earlier 4-3 decision by the Colorado Supreme Court in which it invoked the Silmarillion to justify using the Eagles to carry the ring to Mordor. Lord of the Rings, Mordor had a wingspan of 30 fathoms, noted the lower court. If we use them as the basis for the size of the Eagles, we can safely say nothing in Middle Earth could withstand their might, and they should have taken it upon themselves to aid the fellowship. Distinguished justices of the U.S. Supreme Court disagreed. In a leading opinion, Justice John Roberts argued that the might of the Eagles did not guarantee success. The Eagles are proud and capable of being influenced by Isildur's bane, Roberts argued. They would have been too dangerous for them to take Frodo to Mount Doom. They would have been a target for arrows for the enemy, and Frodo would be in danger from the whims of the Eagles upon which he rode. Duh. In a joint opinion, the three liberal justices, Sotomayor, Kagan, and Jackson, complained that the court didn't go far enough, as they never ruled whether anyone other than the Eagles could have taken the fellowship to Mount Doom. They did, however, decide with their conservative counterparts that the Eagles certainly could not. According to Sotomayor, Tom Bombadil should have taken the Irwin ring. In the court's briefest opinion, Justice Clarence Thomas claimed only one does not simply fly into Mordor.
Anyway.
Okay, that's the ones that have shipped. Let's get a look at this bad boy here. Yeah, I want to. Which Starfleet ship do I want to captain? Okay. Look at the screen name. Do a Google search, okay? Or do a search on Memory Alpha. You'll figure it out. Yeah. But, show off this thing that's on its way. This is an actual 1966 vintage model of the Enterprise. We can throw that up there at some point.
Yeah. Ta-da! What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Been working so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And now I need to take a moment to see if my hater is still having his whiny fit.
Now again, the idealized thing of Captain April, he belongs in the Enterprise. It's his ship. He was there when they built her. He supervised the construction. Of course, something closer to me personally. Give me a California class, okay? I don't need frontline shit. Okay, I'm fine taking the background where I can sit back, relax, not have to be a hard ass. Step up when needed, but otherwise, yeah, okay, yeah. Consider one of my favorite shows of all time was McHale's Navy. Come on. And by the way, I on a list for pre-order for the model of Cerritos when it finally comes out. Cult TV, man. I think that might have to do more with technical issues. I mean, one that Roddenberry wanted more lights, and when they started putting lights in the second pilot, refit, let's get more lights on. He wanted lights in the nacelles in the middle part, but no, we'd have to do entire new cells. We can't afford that. So the best they could do is just put get plexiglass dome in there with the Christmas lights and light it up that way. But I think also when they started doing blue screen, certain things, those spikes would tend to disappear a bit. So I think it was more of a technical issue also. And plus, they were trying to do kind of a symmetry thing between the spikes on the thing and the spike on the deflector dish. So you get the 3 spikes. It's like, it wasn't worth it. And I'm not sure spikes would have worked with the lighted nacelles. Anyway, those nacelles were made out of wood. The domes were made, and the first ones were just wood. But there's still one left that's in the Smithsonian next to the model. So even Rob Burnett defers to me on knowledge of the original show, okay? I'm going to do some deep dives on this subject. Yeah, I think the only thing missing on this thing is the light. For some reason, there's the Tonka toy truck tires in the box. I hope they don't include those. What purpose does this serve? And I don't know, might be. I haven't seen the domes anywhere, but I'm not worried. I've got other domes, but the model appears to be largely there, most of it there. And what it's missing, I've got spares. Okay, but it's But I'll be able to go into the there. This is why the secondary hull doesn't fit the way it does. Because it wasn't designed that way, and they never fixed it. Later thing. Ambassador and that's bizarre. I've learned to accept the Enterprise B. I did a protest model the time Generations came out, and I said a straight Excelsior would put Enterprise B in or something. Yeah. I didn't like what they did, but then I came around to it. Like, I'm not going to blame the ship. Yeah. Because I'm a ship guy. I don't like blaming the vessel for things. But the other ones, like the JJ Prize, like, no, that's just a dumb design. For what it was supposed to be, it's dumb. All right, something just shipped. Let's see. What wonderful treasure is directed my way? Okay. The that Mego playset is on its way. Should be here on the 14th.
Nope, Loser removed most of his really abusive comments.
Oh.
You might want to refresh just to see if you can get your camera to work again. And then that happens. Well, that was a thing. Yeah.
Sound is still coming through.
Yeah, we've been able to hear you, but you haven't had any image for a long time.
It's gone black on me here, so I don't know. Let's just throw up the avatar. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, and so is my miscalculating places because I'm trying to deal with things, but I don't know if I can do much more though. I think I've worn myself out this morning.
Yeah.
I was up early out tracking. I love my eagles. I do. I need to figure out when my husband's taking his break and what we need to get done. I'm really not functional. What the fuck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Keep ticking and then keep making me fuck shit up. I mean, where's the gnome? Gnome.
Don't tell
Gnome.
me we heard us Fifi's and you went off. Come on.
Where's the gnome? I can't see you. Stick
You're
your
gonna
hands up in the air or something.
You're gonna take this shit and not respond? Come on. What the hell happened to you?
Where's my gnome?
You're
He
a
wants
gnome
to
or a
be a
mouse?
real
Come on.
boy, apparently. I mean,
Well, while we're doing that, how about we look at this model I bought? And it's on its way. So we can discuss a little bit of, Star Trek model history.
I want to talk.
Hmm.
You already know I don't get as much time to hang out tomorrow because of Ginger Cast, and you're probably gaming tonight if I know you.
Okay. This is part we start, invoking all the who's and whovilles. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. See, Horton's not lying. There really are who's down there. Boil that dust back. Boil that dust back. What was it? Cindy Lou Who finally said to break it. Go LARP. All right, let's see. We can get the thing. Nope, it's still not working. All right. Which is fine because I've turned the stupid light off, so it's no longer bright into my eyes. All right. Well, it's that circular hull. It's for one of the and it's about the size of an ambassador class ship. So it's comparable size wise, But also, it's got a warp core bigger than some star bases because it hauls around shit. It tows other big colony pods and starships, so it's overpowered for for its size. But it has to be because of what it does. It's a service utility ship, okay. The other ones that come in afterwards, after the Glory Boys and the Galaxy and Sovereigns class come in and make their first contact, and then the guys go, okay, let's start setting up shop here.
All right, I'm back. Give me that cat.
I heard cat.
Come here, you whiny little nag. Come here, puss puss.
How is Henri doing with that lump?
We don't know quite everything until Monday. That's when she has her vet appointment.
Oh, okay.
It's right here, but it doesn't feel too hard, and it does seem to move, which means it's less likely to be cancerous.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a tumor if it was squishy.
It can be, but not usually.
Doubtful, yeah.
Usually, when tumors are that squishy, they're early enough; they're easier to catch, anyways.
Okay, so.
But
Either way,
can still be cystic. It still can have nerve issues. It can have any number of things where it needs removed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we're hoping it's not going to be anything serious.
It'd be better if it can be removed by sticking the lid and drain it.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I love you. Give me attention.
Mm-hmm. I'm smelling panther here. I got to counter that.
She headbutted me in the eye last night trying to get attention. She also mooned Lydian repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, aimed herself, laid against me, and stuck her butt up to the camera, and then jiggled it in front of him. Apparently, I wasn't supposed to talk to him when she wanted attention.
What else has this guy selling here?
Purr. Purr. And super chats also for Kitty Vet Bill will also be greatly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. For
As they have to figure out what the lump is, and I also have to keep getting her medicine and treatment on the leg here because of the birth defect and the damage. So.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'll just take CBD and act goofy.
Mm-hmm.
If I put the liquid CBD in her mouth and she takes it that way,
Mm-hmm.
she'll sit there purring and licking herself for like 15 minutes, savoring it.
Oh, they got a Speedy Gonzalez glass.
Yes, Ornery. Oh, good kitty, good kitty. I cannot give her any more. She'll blow, Captain. I mean, stop.
Dinner plate, ceiling fan, brace. What the? That's it. Tweety Bird coffee mug. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this. My viewership's going up as I stroke my pussy on air. I mean,
well, wonder how that works.
The e-thoughts were right. I mean,
well, again, you know, it's an ambassador is about the same size as California ambassadors the same size. So.
Oh, good kitty, good kitty.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good girl. Yeah. I'm going to have to sit you down on the floor soon so I can get my work done. She's like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Keep. Get your paw out of my bra. She's like, but it's a handy place to put it, Ma.
Yeah. It's a foothold.
That's better than what she used to do. She used to try to climb in my bras.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, a few times when I would fall asleep on my chair when she was a kitten, I'd wake up with her curled up asleep inside my bra.
Mm-hmm. Start a separate.
It was totally a thing, wasn't it, Ornery? Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Lower decks.
Yeah.
Cerritos.
Okay. Let's switch the camera angle here. We don't need this close up anymore.
And let's see if we can find one that's less than what I got left in the bag.
Ornery. I have work to do. And she looks at me like, no. No. Also, all you have to do is give me attention. Think you can service me properly, you fucking bitch? Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, one thing we got out of Cerrito, we finally got to see cetacean ops.
You're a good kitty. You're a good kitty.
And in the case of the Cerritos, it's a couple of very friendly beluga whales do that.
Well, at least now I can move my arms.
Mm. Well, let's see. I've got a regular duty uniform for this thing. Should I go ahead and get the dress uniform too? Extra large seems to be the extra large seems to be the way to go here. So put that on the watch list if I ever pull a trigger.
It's been a hell of an interesting morning. 3.5 hours almost streaming. It's interesting. So obviously I've had this kind of weird morning. Wow, ornery. Ornery, seriously. This is not me doing this. Look at her. Okay.
Yeah, very, very aggressive kitty cat there. Yeah.
Ow. Ow. She's like, we're
Out
fine.
of a spare part. There's just a little more reinforcements in the front of the Bassard there, because you're more likely to bump into things if you're actually coming into contact with.
Okay, we might need to wrap this stream up, obviously, because I think somebody's decided she's been ignored too long.
Yeah.
Oh. See, even the pussy needs some time.
And yes, the California class is an older class. It's not brand new, but it's.
So I'm going to wrap this up at 3.5 hours. I'm going to keep working, obviously, once I'm off stream. But first, apparently, I have to deal with her. Somebody thinks that she needs to be the center of attention.
I guess I'll wait until I actually get the model in my hand before I share it on. Yeah.
Sorry, I get very busy trying to deal with stuff.
Yeah, like a cat. A very, very needy cat. Yeah.
She's like, I need love. I need love. Don't ignore me. Good night, everybody. Good night or whatever. Bye.
Good night, Jane.